This tutorial covers how to install and use the official SDK for the RICOH Theta cameras. theta-client is a set of open source libraries and demos. Go to GitHub and download the project. Unzip the project. We're going to focus on the native iOS demo running in Swift. Demos also exist for Flutter, Android Native, and React Native. To simplify the organization of the files, we're just going to copy the demo iOS folder and drop it into an empty folder. We don't need the rest of the library code because we're going to install the demo iOS library from Podfile, cocoapods. Just going to rename the demo iOS folder and include the version of theta-client that I am using. Then I'll throw the library code into the trash. In this demonstration, I will be using Xcode 16.0. I'm going to use an iPhone simulator running iOS 17, not iOS 18. This version of theta-client was released prior to the release of iOS 18. So I'm going to test iOS 18 in the future when they update theta-client. And again, it may work on iOS 18. I just am not testing it for this demonstration. So I'm going to load it up. I'll press play on Xcode. It's going to build. And then I'm going to have to connect my Mac to the camera. So with my Mac connected to the RICOH Theta Z1 in access point mode, I have a connection between the Mac and the camera with Wi-Fi. I'm going to inspect the pod file just to make sure what I'm installing. Minimum deployment platform is iOS 15, so we should be good to go here. You will need to have cocoapods installed on your system to follow this tutorial. If you don't have cocoapods installed, you should probably search for it online. It's sudo gem install cocoapods, assuming that you have the gem installed on your system. However, we'll assume that you have managed to install cocoapods, and so we'll just do the pod install from the folder that has the pod file in it, and it's going to install the theta-client 1.10.2. Now we'll open up Xcode by clicking on the workspace file. And you may get an error that it can't connect, and that's probably because, like me, you reconnected to the internet to do some type of installation or research. And so I reconnected back to the RICOH Theta Z1. Everything is working fantastic. Because I'm using a MacBook Air M1, I can't put two Wi-Fi interfaces on it, and thus I disconnect from the internet and reconnect to the Theta when I need to do the testing. There are other workarounds, including using a physical device, iOS, as well as setting up Ethernet and Wi-Fi to simultaneously use the internet and the simulator at the same time. Or you could use client mode with a single Wi-Fi interface. Everything's working great. Took the picture of the camera on my desk. I'm getting some warnings because my Mac and my simulator are not connected to the internet right now. It's just connected to the RICOH Theta Z1. I'm able to pull all the information from the camera with the web API using theta-client. Let's just check the display of the motion JPEG stream from the live preview. It's working great here. You can also put this into a 360 view, and there's tutorials online in our forum about this. We hope to see you in the community and look forward to seeing what you've built with the amazing theta-client software application from RICOH.